Alrighty. So, it has been a little while since I last played, and I have learned some things. Mostly via the comments, but also partly just by editing these videos and paying attention to things better. It's quite easy to miss certain things in the moment that become really obvious when you're editing. Does I can't remember. Does swamp clear the toxic? Can't remember. Heat, toxic sludge, swamp, toxic sludge, swamp. I think it's affecting it. Alrighty, so, with the things that I have now learned, the plan currently is... Yeah, that definitely has an effect. Okay. Head down to the snowy depths, and then from there, head to the right, find the chasm, go back up to here. Now, that it could be for different reasons, depending on what we end up actually... Are you serious? Okay. Depending on what we actually acquire on the way, our goal will be potentially different. We might go over the mountains. We might go over to the laboratory. I'm not going to make any definitive plans about what we will do once we get back up here, because, frankly, I'm not entirely convinced that I'm going to be able to pull this off in the first place, so I don't want to be like, oh yes, this is definitely what we're going to be doing, and then just get absolutely obliterated. But that is the general idea. So, first things first, we need to make enough money that I feel like going down to the next level is we're going to be able to actually acquire stuff. It's not mixing very well because of that. So, I'm thinking I'm at least 200, preferably 3 or 4. More than that is probably not necessary. Oh, that was actually something else that I wanted to try. Somebody suggested using the, oh, this is less than ideal. Ugh. Using the tablets to throw at people. Because when you kill something and it's an accident, you get double gold drops. Actually, it might not be double, but it's more. You get more gold. Somebody suggested that the tablets are a good way to do that, and sounds like a good idea. On the other hand, that's a Stendari, isn't it? Actually, that might not be how you pronounce it. I've been looking up pronunciation guides for Finnish, and I believe that A is pronounced like a. So it'd be like Stendary. I'm not sure where the emphasis is going to go. The emphasis. So that I'm pretty sure that's how that that letter is pronounced, but I'm not sure where the emphasis is, so... Either way, regardless, point is, there's one of those guys down there, and I'm not quite convinced that this is actually going to be able to do anything against him. I'm not sure I want to try. Hi. Well, then again, if you could just come over this way. I'll take that. That felt a little cheap, but whatever. Oh! I'm kind of in cover right now. I don't know if they can... Oh, but it does destroy. Right. No. No. Dang it. The confusion effect, or whatever it is. Vaguely annoying. And by vaguely annoying, I mean really annoying. Didn't actually finish off the big guy. Whoa. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Whoa. Wild. Interesting. It feels like... Oh, it feels like it doesn't react as quickly as just plain water. Actually, there was a giant pool over here. Why am I not just using that? Well. Okay, it's not quite giant, but it's bigger. 44 health. 44 health, 350. Maybe we just call that good. I'd like to try this. Oh, he's in some toxic sludge. Okay. Hold on a second. Oh, that was one suggestion that somebody made. Hold on a second. Wait. Somebody suggested that I use these, bind them to my mouse. So, primary wand and the water on. So that would be 5. Maybe like that. This is, of course, making the questionable assumption that I will actually remember that this is a thing, you know. Having a funky keybind is one thing, remembering actually to use it is something else entirely, but hey. Well. Can't argue with that. Ow. Can't... Stop. Yeah, it definitely seems like it takes a little bit longer. Oh, no, you know what it is? What all do we have in here? Swamp and peat. I think it's the peat that... One of them is reacting and one of them is not. Maybe the swamp is reacting and the peat is not? I can't quite tell. One of those things is having an effect, and one of those things is not. Okay, well, I'm going to call that pretty successful so far. I'll try and grab that item. Maybe? Maybe. Can we go up and over that? Oh, there's another one of the big blobs. Big acid ones. I just... Oh, wow. I genuinely didn't expect that to work. Oh. Does the whiskey barrel not blow up? I thought it blew up. Oh. That's a little disappointing. There's whiskey kind of all over the place here. Get covered in a bit of water just in case. Yoink. Okay, that's good enough. I'm going to call that sufficient to... Not sure if I like that particular keybind. Yeah, that's yeah. Better, I think. Not gonna say no to a bit of extra. No, that's one of them. I'm just gonna... Okay, maybe should have gotten a little bit more. Oh well. A white hole. I genuinely like to try that out, just out of pure curiosity, but at the same time... I mean, we are doing pretty good. What is that one? Fireball. Yeah. That's interesting. My immediate question is, how giant is giant? Could be fun, but I'm not a big fan of the fireball, to be perfectly honest. That's just... I'm not a fan of that either, to be honest. That's fine. What do we have for perks? Still not sure why it does that. That it was suggested to me that might be useful for completing certain puzzles, like getting the electric cubes onto the place where they're supposed to be, for example. Could potentially use that. But there's... Oh no. Oh no, you're not seriously making me choose between these two. Shoot. Kinda have to go with that, don't I? Okay. Okay. And then, I guess... Some interesting modifiers. I am genuinely curious about this, but having now gotten that, I don't want to waste this run. I think this run could be quite good. So, do you know what? I might get that. How is the wand? The shuffle. Could just slap the spark bolt on it, I guess. I'm looking at it primarily for the two... Not modifiers. What are they called? These two thingies, whatever they're called. That's not a shuffle, not a shuffle. Shuffle, no shuffle. I mean, this is a really good wand, potentially. It just has the massive issue of it's got a ton of fireballs, and I'm not a fan. On the other hand, it has a bunch of them. The recharge time is kinda not great. Oof. This one just seems like a decent general purpose kind of wand. Why am I thinking about this in terms of just getting one? We actually have enough money for 2 of them. We could get this one and either this one or that one. We could not quite get both of those. Oh man, we're 5 short. That's lame. But we could get 2 of just about any of the others. Like any other combination of 2. Not this combination and not this combination with either of these. But other than that... So... The interesting thing about this is that it's got a really super low cast delay, but the really high recharge time. So I think what that means is that you would run through the whole list of spells really quick, and then it'd take a while to recharge. So that's not terrible. Of course, that's not this particular configuration because the mana drain is so high. So I think I might just get it because of the ridiculous capacity. But ridiculous capacity and shuffle, plus it has an always cast, which could be hilarious, potentially incredibly hazardous. I'm not sure. The problem I'm seeing is I'd like to get something else for, like, you know, just general purpose use, and the only thing here that fills that is these, and these are hideously inaccurate. Plus it's got lower accuracy there, so I would want to put it on something else. Maybe this. But I can't get both of these. We're literally 5 gold short for both of these. Wait, no. 3. Okay, never mind. We're not even close. But it's still. Point is. And heck with it. Let's find out. And then I'm really super curious. This is probably the wrong choice, but it's fine. Just... Oh! Wait a minute. It just eventually explodes? It doesn't actually have to impact? Really? That's news to me. Huh. I kinda don't want to use this in here. I have a bad feeling about this. Tempted to put that on that, just for... Oh. That. You know what? I think I actually will pull this off of this, so that it only fires the one fireball at a time, and that makes it kinda useful general purpose. Sure, let's go with that. No. No, let's not go with that. First things first. Just out of curiosity, does that... Sure. We need to have a wand that we want to get rid of immediately, so how about we do that? Because the second I run into a better wand, I'd like to be able to actually make use of it. That's fine, I suppose. Decent enough for general purpose. Wow. I shot one guy and the whole world is exploding. Ooh, oh! No, I got one of them. There's quite a few of these. That might mean that there's a nest here somewhere. Ooh, lava. Okay. Let's go ahead and not jump into the lava, shall we? I forgot that was the one that's much tougher than the others. Let me see. Is this something that could maybe make a decent bit of money, perhaps? Are you for real? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I thought that was way better at clearing than that, but I guess I'm thinking of Magic Missile. That's, like, actually garbage. Alright, let's... Oh boy. Other than pushing objects away a bit, I'm not really seeing much difference between this and Black Hole. Might be a little bit wider. Maybe? Huh. Okay. I mean, that's super useful. It's a little bit of a bummer that it eats the gold, but what can you do? I need to actually remember the vampirism this time. Everything is on fire. Everything is on fire. Oh. I remembered the keybind. It took me a second, but I remembered. Anything interesting? No. The answer is no. I mean... yeah, that works. Oh, right. It bounces if you're too close. Oh, it's kind of actually the same thing as his projectile, isn't it? I never noticed that before. Oh, hello. Okay, it helps if you actually hit the thing. No, my gold. I don't know if I want to jump down there. Ooh. I'm just gonna dump this out so I can carry some blood. Somebody said that you can... Oh, this is on fire. How did that happen? Somebody said that you could convert the chaotic polymorphine into regular polymorphine. Wait a minute, what did that say? Hell slime? Hold on a second. Slime? Volcanic? There's something in there. Where is it? Hell slime. The heck is hell slime? Okay. I'm sure that's perfectly safe. Yeah, somebody told me that you could convert the polymorphine, the chaotic polymorphine into regular polymorphine via some kind of interaction, but I haven't figured it out. That's... Can you just drink that? You can, but it doesn't do anything. Well, the water doesn't. Other than filling you up, and that's not what I want at the moment. Again, I say, I wish there was some way of getting this into the bottle when it's on the floor like that, a little, like, better, or, you know, at all. There was this wand over here. Little bit of gold. Whole bunch of fire bolts. That's not bad. Heavy spread, heavy spread, heavy spread. Fire trail. I might actually come back to that because that could be useful. Ooh, that gold looks loose. Yeah, there we go. Only gotten 75. I'd like more. Wait. Here, We don't have... We do actually have a lot of terrain clearing. The problem is, it's not any of the terrain clearing that we actually would like to have for getting the gold. Wait a minute. I wonder if that would work. Is there anywhere I can... Ooh. I think there's a bit of oil there that's burning, isn't there? Oh, that totally worked. Nice. 126, that's not bad for, you know, basically doing nothing. Okie dokie. Oh. I touched it. Ow. Okay. Oh, I actually got him. Wonder how that happened. Oh wow, the platform has been... Propane tank? But why? I mean, I'm slightly curious, but not that curious. Ay. Why was that? Why was... Oh, molten gold. That'd be why. What happened here? And how did it only affect, like, select areas and not this wall? That's weird. I mean, I say that's weird. It might not be weird. It might just be whatever was set off. I don't recognize that noise. I'm not waiting for that coal to burn all the way through. Go around. He got me. Ooh, what do we have here? Accelerative homing. Interesting. Modifier. Oh, noticed all this gold. Don't mind if I do. That might be accessible up there as well. Magic bolt with timer. I think I've had that. Magic missile. Way more useful than this thing. Personal gravity field. Interesting. And then just oil. Okay then. Let me see if I can grab that gold. Haven't actually killed that many things here. Oh, I didn't mean that. That could have been dangerous. Moss. How is there moss there? Where was that gold? There. Yeah, just about. Just about. At this point, I think just about every bit of gold we've gotten has been through doing that, kind of scrounging around on the ground looking for bits. Which, I mean, I guess if it works, but like, I don't know. Kinda would like something a little bit more reliable. Ow. We have a little tiny bit of blood. Barely worth it, but hey. And then there's a bunch down... I did not think he was going to be able to jump that high. What is... Ooh, that might be fun. The range that I'm like, The wand is also not spectacular. Oh no, I'm reading that wrong. the wand is actually pretty good. Other than yeah, I might come back for that as well. But I think no, did we get any blood in that? 3%. Okay. I'm trying to just get the water, and then taking damage from something. That's not actually great. We can at the very least clear out most of the water. Ow. At this point I'm going to take more damage just getting this stuff than I am going to gain. By drinking it. Ow. Must be the volcanic rock, I assume. I mean, better than nothing, I guess, but still not the best. I'm hearing a portal. I might actually just go with it. No, no, no. I think I got a little health out of that. What's up here? Dude with a glitter bomb. Not anymore. Is that gold? Can that gold? Just about. You know what? Oh, I'm stuck. Just for the sake of being able to get up to this. I think I might take this purely because of this sheer capacity and decent enough stats plus the no shuffle. I'm running into the issue of we've actually run into a decent couple of wands. I should probably stop exploring because I'll find another one and then want to take it as well. There's the edge of the map, or the edge of the area, I suppose, whatever it is. Is that gold? No. 361, that's not spectacular, but that's not the worst either. Ow. Ow. Okay, well. He must have already been injured. That is a dead end. That gold, though. There we go. A little bit there. A little bit there. I kind of shot right through part of the gold that I was actually going for, didn't I? That was dumb. That was not a good thing to do. I don't want this wand, but I do want these. I'm not a fan of these, but I do want this wand. This is, I mean, this is honestly just kind of decent. The lower accuracy is I'm not a fan of, but it's still pretty good. There we go. That's much better. Oh, and we missed some over here. What did I take damage from? Couple of I must be accidentally eating something that's doing damage, but I don't... What is that? Oh well, whatever. What was this one? I mean, again, it's... Oh, not that. This is fine and all, but it's the range that's like, eh. But maybe we can get something better. Okay, I think I need to make a decision here. Do we... There was also another one, wasn't there? Wasn't there? That way, or was it this way? I think it was this way. Yeah, over here. Yeah, there's this. And let me just double check. Oh, it wasn't down here. I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure we found one other one. That was one we dropped. It might have been to the left. Nope. Right here. Oh yes, this thing. Just out of pure curiosity that I'm almost certainly going to regret. Oh, it fires them off already. Woof. What is the word I'm looking for? They're already going like a rocket. So it's a little bit less propane tank and a little bit more what? Oh, toxic rock. Oh, right. A little bit more... not homing missile. Also, it does say propane tank. What kind of propane tank spits out freezing vapor, pray tell? Little bit of blood, little bit of blood, little bit of blood. That's pretty good. Ooh. Okay, so, this wand, no. It's just, like, this has... much too high possibility of me obliterating myself with it. Because these propane tanks, as they are apparently called, I have had too many instances of them seeming to home directly into my face. So, no thanks, actually. So really, at the moment, I'm only feeling like I'm conflicted on this one particular wand. So, what do we do? The wand itself is much better than this one, but I'm keeping the white holes because that is incredibly potent terrain clearing. I'm kind of feeling like actually getting rid of this one, to be honest. Because, like, this, well, problem is I don't know what we're gonna run into, you know, when we go through. So we might be able to get something that fills the role of a primary wand anyway. So this has got shuffle. I'm not a fan of the shuffle, but it's fine with what it is. But to be honest, I'm kind of feeling like this is just okay as it is regardless, without any modification. This one we kind of have to keep because of the white holes, even though I'm not a fan of the wand. This one... it might have to be this one. Because, like, the recharge time being 0.75, this one, these two are much better. Then again, go with this one. Or this one just to get rid of another shuffle wand. I just noticed what the always cast is. Just out of curiosity, what does that even look like? Think that. It's kind of hard to test, to be honest. A problem I'm having is that this is genuinely a not half bad wand, as it is. Oh, phooey. I'm gonna go with this one. And immediately regret my choice. Oh, this is the wrong way. Not anymore, it isn't. The propane tank, I'm slightly tempted to take, purely because it's like really interesting. Just out of curiosity, is there anything interesting just over here? Well, there is that, and now I'm at full health. Don't often leave one of these areas at full health. Where'd his gold go? I didn't think it sunk into the coal veins. Wait, no, seriously, where'd my gold go? Did it teleport up? It probably... Oh, it teleported up. That's just rude. Is there any particular reason to get any of these? Let me double check that, actually, because we have a decent bit of money, and technically we could keep going for a little bit. I mean, to be honest, we could keep going for a lot, because this is you know, we're doing pretty good. I might be tempted to experiment with that if it was cheaper, but nah. I can't think of any particular use for that. Isn't that the green? What is the green? Isn't that a modifier? Or is that a utility spell? That might be utility. To be honest, this one could be useful. This could actually be really good, I just don't know exactly how it works. But it's a modifier. Accelerative homing. Hmm. 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 I'm gonna see. I like that, but I don't have anything to put on it at the moment, so it's also kind of expensive. I'm sure I'm paying just way too much for these. Dang it, I missed. For goodness sake. Dang, I was kind of hoping to be able to get through enough to be able to get some of that gold, but nope. Let's just carry on for a little while, because as much as I do want to go down and go back up again, the amount we'll be able to do is going to be dictated largely by how much power we have, and part of that is going to be in the form of money. Whoops. No thanks. Can I please? Gold! Ooh, wait a minute. This looks... Ooh, this is one of these thingies. This has got to be something. Right? Kick it. Nothing. Kick it on this side. Nothing. Got a flywheel there, flywheel here. Doesn't seem to be hooked up to anything. I'm not really sure what it could be. Maybe it's meant to be like a conveyor belt end or something? I'm not sure. I just realized I shot those guys and I didn't actually pick up their gold. You know what I should be doing? I should be collecting this blood in my empty vial. Nah, come on. There's got to be some way to get this to work. It's kind of hard. Can you get the heck out the way, maybe? No, that's not better. That work? Oh, it... Not the wand. Can I get it to do the I mean, 65% blood? That's not the worst. Ooh, it's a giant gear. What that came off of. Ooh, maybe it came off something up here? Maybe it came off of that? I don't know. I've been an idiot. I've been able to do this whole time. I forgot the coal veins were weaker than the... It definitely requires a certain distance. I'm not entirely certain what the rules are, but you need to be far enough away for it to, like, activate or something. But having now realized this, definitely gonna stick around and collect more gold. Won't let me in that gap. Okay, fine, whatever. Oh, hi. He just hit himself, I just realized. I don't think I've ever seen one of them do that. Okay, where was that gold I was after? Oh, here.